Welcome one and all to the first installment of the Market Barometrix Technical Analysis series. In this video, we're going to start by laying some groundwork for the concepts that we're going to be talking about in this video series. In particular, we're going to start with price and volume. We want to really develop a solid understanding of the different measures of price and volume because these are both pretty central to all things technical analysis. In addition to that, we're going to talk about the different types of charts that we're going to be using. In particular, line charts and candlestick charts. So without further ado, let's dive in and lay some foundation for the technical work that lies ahead. So the first topic is price. Now there are several concepts to keep in mind when it comes to price. Here at Market Barometrix, our main focus is on intermediate and longer term trading. So typically when we're talking about price, we're looking at intraday prices. So this is going to be daily oriented prices as opposed to intraday prices, which refers to prices at different intervals throughout a single day. So you might have a price point for every 60 minutes, every 30 minutes, every 15 minutes. You may even have a price point for every single minute of the day. Now again, since we focus more on intermediate term trading and longer term investing here at Market Barometrix, we don't provide intraday pricing because it's not part of our focus and because it's pretty expensive to get live streaming intraday data like that. And it would significantly increase the cost of our service if we were to offer that to you guys. So as such, we're going to be looking strictly at daily price data in the market barometer. So that said, there are four main measures of daily price data. You have the open, low, high, and close prices. Now each of these is going to give you a glimpse into where the price was at different points throughout the day. The open price just refers to the market price of the security at market open. Low is the lowest price reached during the course of a given trading day. High is the high price of the day. And close is the market price of the security at the end of the trading day. This is most often the price that's used on a historical chart. Using these four measures of price in conjunction is going to tell you a lot about what happened with price that day. The open price is going to tell you where price began. The high and low prices are going to give you an idea of the range that the price fluctuated within throughout the day. And the close price is going to let you know where price ended. So generally, we're going to be looking at daily price data, but it's important to know that some charting services will also give you the option to aggregate weekly and monthly data. So in the context of weekly or monthly data, open, low, high, and close would refer to those date ranges. So weekly, for example, the open would be the open for the entire week, generally Monday morning. The low would be the low for the week, high would be the high for the week, and the close would be the close on the last day of the week, so generally Friday. Different types of charts are going to incorporate these four measures of price in different ways, and we're going to get to that here in a minute. But first, let's talk about volume. Now, volume is a measure of the quantity of a given asset traded over a period of time. For stocks, this refers to the number of shares transacted during a trading day. Volume information is often added below a price chart. And when used in conjunction with price, it's going to clue us in as to how much of the underlying security was transacted throughout a certain day. And in turn, let us know how interested the market is in that security on a given day. We're going to be relying heavily on price and volume information in all of the technical analysis that we conduct. So while some of this stuff seems pretty obvious and elementary, it's really important to have a firm understanding of these concepts before we move forward. So with that, let's talk about some of the basic types of charts that we're going to be using. The first of which is a basic line chart. So this chart is going to give us the date along the bottom, the x-axis, and the price along the y-axis. It's going to give us a single data point, which is going to be the close price of each day. And it's going to connect those daily close prices with a line. And that's going to indicate to us how price has trended historically. And below the price chart, you get the volume information. So this is actually a bar graph below the line chart here, which is going to tell us the number of shares transacted each day, and it's going to line up with the daily close price for that day in the line chart above. I'm going to pop us into the market barometer real quick so we can get a live interactive chart. So what we see here is a basic line chart of applied materials, date range, year to date 2020. There's a lot of other things going on with this chart right now that we haven't gotten to yet, but I'm going to go ahead and go into focus mode on this chart so we can see it a little bit better. As we hover over each day, we get a tooltip that's going to let us know everything that's going on. So right now in this tooltip, you can see where it says close. That's indicating the close price for that day. So right now I'm hovering over Wednesday, April 29th of 2020. The close price for that day was $54.34. If I move over one tick to Thursday, the close price was $49.68. So you can see that we have a single data point for each day. I'm going to back us out of focus mode here so we can see the volume information again at the bottom. So whenever you see big spikes up in volume, it means that something happened that brought this security to the attention of the market in a bigger way, right? So when there's a big spike in volume, that indicates to us that something unusual was probably happening with that stock that day. Maybe they released earnings, or maybe there was a big news headline out that day. And for whatever reason, it gained a lot of attention from the market. And a lot of times when there's heavy volume, it tends to move the price in dramatic fashion. Now, one more type of chart that I want to talk about before we close up this video is candlestick charts. Now, we are still in development of our candlestick charting functionality here in the Market Barometer, but I don't want to skip over this because this is one of my favorite types of charts to utilize, and we're going to be incorporating this into the Market Barometer in the not so distant future. So candlestick charts go a step further than your basic line chart, and they provide the open, high, low, and close prices all in kind of one glimpse. So each of these candles represents one time period, usually one day. So the candle body tells you the open and close prices. If the candle is green, that means price closed higher than it opened, meaning it was an up day. And in this instance, the bottom of the candle body is going to be the open and the top is going to be the close price. When it goes the other way and the close price is below the open price, the candle will typically be red, meaning that the top of the candle body is the open price and the bottom of the candle body is the close price. You also have two lines which are called wicks on either side of the candle body. The top of the top wick is going to tell you where the high price of the day was, and the bottom of the bottom wick is going to tell you where the daily low price was. So, looking at each of these candles gives you essentially 4 different data points related to price for that day. The candle body is going to indicate the open and close prices for the day, while the top and bottom wicks are going to let you know the full range that price fluctuated within throughout the day. Be advised that line charts and candlestick charts aren't the only types of charts out there. There are several different variations on both of these types of charts, and some people swear by certain charts. But in all my years of trading, these are the 2 types of charts that I've always used, and frankly they give us all the information that we need. And when we couple line charts and candlestick charts with all the other technical indicators and overlays that we're going to be discussing in this tutorial series, we're going to end up with a really strong system to perform our technical analysis. There you go, folks. A quick look at the basics of price and volume, which, are really a fundamental to laying the foundation for the rest of the technical analysis concepts that we're going to be diving into in this video series. We also talked a little bit about line charts and candlestick charts, which are going to be the 2 main types of charts that we're going to be relying on in our technical analysis. So if you guys like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, leave your comments down below. Stick around for the rest of the technical analysis series to learn more about technical analysis and to dive deep into how we're going to use this as traders and investors to better inform our investment decisions and to help us identify entry and exit points in particular. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next video.